I'm Maja Pekovic. I'm from the NOC of Montenegro. I'm Deputy Secretary General, among other things. So good morning, dear tutors. Good morning, my colleagues from MEMOS 26, and good morning, MEMOS 27, who is watching us online during the lecture right now. So Montenegro is a small country in Europe. We have only, what's going on here? We have only 620,000 people. We regained our independence in 2006. After that period and until today, we face numerous economical challenges, like global financial challenges and also COVID-19 pandemic. And that influence, of course, our sports sector. Main funding resources of our sports sector are government fundings, sponsorships, of course, international support, depending on the federation, and event revenues. Even though we have limited financial resources and not that developed infrastructure, sporting infrastructure, we managed to get some great sporting results. Montenegrin Olympic Committee, umbrella sports organization in Montenegro. Doesn't listen to me right now. Umbrella Sports Organization in Montenegro, we received our IOC recognition in 2007. Our main roles are to promote Olympic values, to foster sports development and athlete support, and support athletes, of course, on the international events, mainly from the Olympic calendar. What is the problem? Why did I do this project? It's our over-reliance on the governmental funds, limited sponsorship opportunities, which results with the inadequate resources for sports development and athlete support from our NOC. Here on this chart, you can see, on the other chart, not the water polo player, on this chart, you can see our dependence actually on the public funding, our dependence on the Olympic solidarity, which are in green and gray, and unfortunately, only these kind of percentages when it comes to sponsorships. Goal. So what I wanted to do with this project was to assess our current financial sustainability and to investigate impact of revenue diversification among different NOCs, and to provide at the end actionable recommendations to improve our financial sustainability. My literature review started very big with 183 books, but I finished with just 10 of them. And they actually literature review served as the foundation to my research design. I used qualitative data, a survey, I circulated survey among 48 European NOCs and some other NOCs, did some short interviews with key stakeholders, and also use quantitative data, analysis of financial records, budget documents, and other financial documents from my NOC, but from other NOCs as well. Here are the survey results. As I said, circulated among 48 European NOCs, and got responses from 39, but also circulated among 8 top-tier NOCs and got responses from 5 of them. Based on that, I identified the main revenue sources among surveyed European NOCs, actually the ones that responded to the survey. So main revenue sources are sponsorships in orange, Olympic solidarity in orange, sponsorships in red, and but also governmental support. But the figures cannot see here. It's 87%, I think, for both of them, and 79.5 for maybe slides more. Yeah. So with results that countries that sent results responded to my survey, I tried in order to do comparative analysis. I divided them into three peer groups. first peer group, PG1, was for the members of the Games of Small States of Europe, 8 countries. We are shared the size of the markets, we are share the size of the country, and some similar issues dependence on the governmental funding. Second peer group was from NOCs from Central and Eastern South and Eastern Europe countries. Our informal group consisted of out of 18 National Olympic Committees, and third peer group was top tier NOCs, so United States, United Kingdom, United Arab Emirates, Australia, China, and Japan. So I introduced, for the purpose of this research, I introduced one how to say it, concept of financial autonomy, and to try to calculate the autonomy 1 and autonomy 2 for all the peer groups. Autonomy 1 is independence from governmental resources. Autonomy 2 is independence from the governmental resources and Olympic solidarity resources. As expected, the best results and the best autonomy was from PG3 group. I excluded actually here United Arab Emirates because they are highly dependable on the governmental resources, 90% and 10% from the Olympic solidarity. Results average for the PG1, results average for the PG2, and at the end in red results for Montenegro. Autonomy 1, so independence from the government is 53%, but fortunately autonomy 2 is only 11%. So after my research, after many readings and interviews, I came up with 5 conclusions, recommendations actually. They are all followed by the action plans, plans of implementation, of course, timelines. This is for a period of next 5 years. And I proposed to my NOC budgets. So how to diversify revenue, to change some laws, to introduce new tax incentives, to try to find alternative resources of the revenue, to enhance sponsorship strategies. We have just a small percent, around 10% of the sponsors, and we need to make new marketing and sponsorship strategy, and to try to foster our relations better with the sponsors and partners. Fixed government funding, something that we already discussed in Montenegro, in order to introduce consistent funding from the government, who is not, which is not dependent on the political will. At that moment, we will try to introduce fixed percentage of 20% from sports budget for Montenegro, increase financial autonomy. So my main goal of this work is to try to help my NOC to increase financial autonomy, and I propose some steps how to do it, how they can probably can do it in the next 5 years, and to reduce the dependence on the government funding in for 20%, and at the end to adapt and adopt actually best practices from top tier NOCs. We know they're different in many ways, but we can use some best practices to introduce to Montenegrin Olympic Committee. Thank you, my friends.
Nice.